Hey guys, welcome back to this week's Heartland Show. We got another good one for you guys this week. We're going to start off with Jeff Dietz, as he is able to tag a buck that he's got some history with. Last year he had a really close call with him, and then a few weeks ago he was able to get some sweet redemption. So hope you guys enjoy that one. And then we've also got Adam Reeder. He's got a couple of hunts for you guys. One from down in Missouri, and then another one from his favorite farm. Everybody's got that one farm that they love, whether it's the family farm, a lease, whatever, but they just have that one farm that they love to go to, and this one is the one that Adam had an awesome hunt on, and I believe it was his family farm. So congrats to Jeff and Adam, and we're going to get right to the show.
Well, welcome back to Midwest Whitetails Heartland Show. It's November 4th, so afternoon hunt in here in what I call the Longfield Blind, and got a couple deer out here right now already. I mean, as soon as we got in, it wasn't 5 minutes, and had a little smaller buck pop into the plot, and now we got a button buck over here behind us. Just kind of a what I'd call like a transition area, but also have a CRP corner with pretty good sized food plot of corn out in front of us, and then a good sized bean one behind us, and a lot of bedding all around us when you get into the timber. So I feel like if things work out, could be an interesting night, and see what happens. Definitely be back out tomorrow morning, and hopefully, unless we kill something tonight, then maybe we'll take the morning off. But we'll check in again with you here soon. Are you on him good? He's gonna pick his head up again. I can't tell who that is. I don't think he's a shooter, but he's a nice young deer. Sure it's a squirt. Yep. He's at like 35 yards. Not even. He's turning around, going the other way. Looking right at me now. Hard shot, baby. Yes. Yes. He's going down. He's going down. He's going down. He's going down. I'm watching him going down the timber. Can you see him? Oh, yes. Yes. I think he just went down.
Yeah, I think he did too.
I think he went down. Yeah, brother. Give me 5. Good job, buddy. Way to go. Oh. He's down. He is down. Oh, man. Oh, I was shaking like a leaf. I can't stop shaking. Whew. That was an adrenaline dump. You know, we had all these does come out here, and they were messing around, and just, you know, kind of got down here close to the blind, and they kept getting weird and looking like they had, you know, something was going on behind us, and I kept looking around, and I could see like you know, I thought it was a buck, but I think it was a little fawn or something. Kept looking behind me, and pretty soon we heard just a, you know, snort wheeze, and, you know, both Tyler and I heard it. We were like, I know there's a buck here, but these does were just right here in the window in front of us, and, you know, couldn't do anything about it. So I finally was able to look out, you know, kind of the backside of the redneck here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the buck Squirt is standing here. He's just right here at 25 yards, you know, and I mean, I bet he was there. That was torture. If you're a bow hunter, I bet we've been 15 minutes, seriously, that he's been there, and we couldn't even film him because he's through the windows where we got him blocked off. And finally the does got far enough away, and I told Tyler, let's completely reposition. He keeps coming back up. He wants to check these does. And finally got the window up, was thinking about shooting him. He was kind of getting off, got about 40 yards away, come back, and he, he came back in, and I think it was like 27 yards the last time I checked with the rangefinder. It looked like a perfect arc shot. I mean, he just went flying into the brush, and he was going down, fell down, tail tucked between his legs, and didn't look like he made it real far into the timber, and kind of fell over, and I'm assuming he's not going to be real far past that. So whew, that was exciting. It feels so good punching a tag. It's been a while for me, so with the bow, I guess, at least I've killed a couple nice bucks with the gun the last couple seasons, and getting a deer like that, one of my top hit listers this year. So just a big, heavy, solid 8-pointer, just a cool deer. So we're gonna kind of get things back together here, and we'll be catching up with you soon, probably out on the blood trail here, hopefully. All right, well, we just got out of the blind and got our flashlights and everything ready to go. It's been plenty of time here, so I think we're gonna head on over and kind of see, probably go right to where I shot him and head over. But one funny thing, we got looking at the footage afterwards, and I mean, I said it took forever. It was like 15 minutes he was back there, but that whole time it wasn't like I was really looking at him. We got back looking at the footage later, and Tyler and I were talking, and I'm like, I don't think that's actually Squirt. I think we actually just shot the deer that I've just been calling the Big 9, and it's kind of a funny backstory on him. Last year I missed that deer with my muzzleloader, late December 8th, 9th, something like that. Zach Rosmus was with me, and anyway, he hasn't really been around a ton this year, but just the last week or so I've been getting pictures of him, and I'm sure it's him again. But either way, definitely a mature buck, and we're gonna go see who it is, but got a pretty good feeling it's him now instead of Squirt. So from here, there we go. Further down yet? Where we saw him go in? Okay, I think he was still in the beans here because I'm not seeing any blood. Okay, yep. I can see his body right there. Right on the edge. Well, we just got this buck pulled out. Definitely is the 9-pointer that I whiffed on last year. So I guess maybe we'll just call him Whiff. I don't know if we ever really came up with a name, but had Zach Rosmus out here during muzzleloader season, filmed with me, and ended up killing 2 other bucks that weekend. So it was really cool. But this was the first one that showed up that night, and I think I just shot like right over his back. So kind of cool to get a little redemption. Crazy though, we thought it was the buck I call Squirt, who's a really big 8-pointer, and even though he was there for a long time, I wasn't 100% sure that, or I didn't at the time. I guess I just didn't realize that it was this big 9-pointer instead. Anyway, then after the shot, he's got some really long beams, some cool characteristics to him, and just tickled to put my archery tag around him, my first tag. Again, like I said, pretty excited about this hunt, and one I'll not forget anytime soon. So thanks again for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland Show.
All right, well, it is Saturday, the 28th this year, and my buddy Ryan and I drove out here, got to our motel around 11:30 last night, and pretty much went straight to bed. Highly anticipated this trip all year, and it's finally here, so excited to be in the tree, and hopefully we can get the job done this week. I just rattled in 2 bucks. One really nice one that I was highly contemplating shooting. Definitely had me reaching for my bow, though. I was hoping he would come in at 20 yards so I could get a better look at him and make my decision for sure on whether or not I wanted to shoot him. But very exciting encounter in the first morning here in Missouri. So hopefully that is on the uptick, and hopefully more and more of that starts happening. So that was a very fun encounter. All right, well, Sunday, October 29th, morning 2 here in Missouri. It feels good. It feels like it's going to be a good morning in the stand. Hopefully some deer start to move soon. Fingers crossed, maybe a shooter will come through and give me a shot. So. Been a fun morning sit so far. Got to see some chasing action, some running action going on. It was a awesome thing to witness from the stand this morning. I may or may not relocate. There's a deer trail that seems to be more heavily used about 100 yards away, so I'm thinking I'm going to relocate, but not 100% sure yet. Back in the same spot I was last night. Really anticipating a lot of deer movement this morning. There's just, it's perfect. Just an absolutely gorgeous morning. It feels great, and I really think deer are going to be on their feet. Get down while there's kind of a break in the action right now. Deer movement has been crazy today. I've seen 5 or 6 different bucks, but every single one of them was some form or another variation of a spike. They've been moving. A bunch of does have come through. I haven't been able to film, honestly, every single deer that's come past just because of my camera battery's been, every time I turn my camera on, it's so cold, my battery's just been getting drained, and I'm onto my last battery. And so I just haven't been able to realistically film every deer that I've seen this morning. So hopefully the evening hunt, once I get back out here, I'm going to stay in the same location. Wind's supposed to be consistent into the evening, so hopefully the evening hunt produces a good buck tonight. So it's October 31st, Halloween morning here on public land in Missouri. I relocated to the hardwoods and was set up here on the middle of kind of this hardwood thicket. And there's a good oak flat that I'm sitting on with a dry creek bed running through it. And from everybody that's told me the time in Missouri, deer tend to run these dry creek beds. So I'm going to sit up here this morning and see what happens. So I just kind of looked at Onyx, and I looked at a spot that looked like it would be a natural funnel in between 2 clear cuts, and I came down here and found the dry creek bed. So I got set up, and here I am. So it feels like a great morning. It's 21-degree real feel, and only supposed to get up to about 35 degrees today, so it should be a really good afternoon, and or should be a really good morning, my bad. But either way, I'm looking forward to the hunt. Hopefully some deer start to move soon. Yeah, baby. I just smoked a buck. Looked like a pretty good 8-point. He was cruising the dry creek bed like I thought they might, and he came up here and came right into 12 yards, and then he kind of looked up at me and got a little spooky and bounced back to about 40, and then I still wasn't sure if I wanted to shoot him or not. I just kind of prayed, and I said, Lord, if this is the buck you want me to kill, have him come around this edge of this creek bed to my shooting lane, and that's exactly what he did. So, yeah, I shot him. I'm going to rewatch the footage and see exactly what he was. He looked like a pretty decent buck. Definitely not my biggest buck to date or anything, but yeah, I decided that I was going to take the shot on him, and looked like I made a pretty good hit, and I'm 99% sure I heard him crash. So thank you, Lord, for my first non-resident buck. Here is my first Missouri buck. My first buck is a non-resident, and super thankful to be sitting behind this animal right now. Ryan and I have put in a lot of work here in Missouri over the last 2 seasons, and this year weather was much better than last year's hunt, and it all came together this morning on Halloween. Which is funny because I actually shot my first whitetail ever on Halloween when I was 11 years old. So it's definitely always been a memorable day for me, and here we are, Halloween 2023, and with another first. So super thankful, and I don't know what else to say. It's been a great trip so far, and hopefully we can have it all come together and Ryan can fill his buck tag as well. Thanks for watching. About 8 a.m. here in Michigan. I just got up in the stand. I woke up and it was downpouring, and so I waited for a bit, and then it got too close to daylight, and I ended up getting in my car and heading over to the property, and then it started downpouring again when I got parked, so I waited in the car till about 7:45, and the rain quit long enough for me to get dressed. Should be a decent morning. The rain looks like it's done, and I'll probably grunt a few times later on, after about an hour maybe, and get set up, stick it out till noon or so, see what happens. It's November the 8th, and it's the best time to be in the woods, so this is one of my favorite days. I've killed 2 bucks on November the 8th so far, so yeah, one of my favorite properties, one of my absolute favorite days, and it's cold. It's about 30 degrees with a 15-mile-an-hour wind, so conditions aren't ideal, but yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully the deer start to move once the rain is 100% done and things start to dry out. So fingers crossed, and hopefully the morning hunt goes well. November the 8th, baby. What time is it right now? It's, shoot. Are you kidding me? It's 10:15. And I just smoked a buck. on one of my favorite days, my favorite properties, my RX-7. And he went down not even 50 yards away. I watched him fall. Oh. 2 bucks in a week's time. Got my first non-resident buck in Missouri last week. Just killed a great Michigan buck this morning. Praise God. I can't believe it. I'm so pumped. I didn't get to shoot a buck in Michigan last year because I didn't see one that I wanted to kill. And yeah, got the job done this morning though. What a day. Oh, to God be the glory. Here he is. This is my first Michigan buck in almost 2 years. I did not kill a Michigan buck last year because I didn't see one that was mature enough for me to take a shot at, and this morning that all changed. He came in right to about 20 yards, gave me a perfect shot. I heart shot him with that Slick Trick torch, and he only went 40 yards before expiring. Very short track job. I mean, I could see him from my tree where he went down. I couldn't quite see him on camera, but I'm just tickled to death with this deer. He's got super long brow tines, heavy mass. He's a mature deer, and that's what I'm after here in the state of Michigan. And I'm beyond thrilled with this buck. Like I said, November the 8th, man. That's one of my favorite days of the year, and I'm just so stoked to be able to sit behind a beautiful Michigan buck. And here's to a fantastic rest of the season.
Hope you guys really enjoyed this week's show. Again, congrats to Adam and Jeff. They put in a ton of hard work during the off season, and to see them connect during season on 3 awesome bucks, just that's super well deserved, and congrats again to you guys. But right now it's about Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. I hope you guys had a good holiday with the family and friends, and maybe even got out there for a few hunts. But we're still in a great time of year. A lot of these bucks are definitely breaking off does. Does are coming out of estrus, and a lot of deer are starting to get back onto that food source. So this is a good time to hunt the food in the evenings, find them bucks checking for does. These big mature bucks are still out searching. Midday can be good still too. So definitely still have a chance. Keep grinding, and hopefully you guys can find some success yourself. But that's going to be it for this week. So hope to see you guys again next week. But thank you for watching.